Because this guy does so much dirt. It's like we gotta out it for what it is, man. We gotta out it for what it is. It's a shame, but we have to out it for what it is. Because like I said, I take my business very seriously when it comes to home theater. I make sure when I sell people products that our products work 100%. This is why we have batch numbers backing our products up 100%. We test our products before we're shipped out to our customers. We have an excellent return policy on our website to help our customers out. You know what I mean? We have tons of information, stuff like that, tons of video demonstrations just on every level. And when we do demonstrations in a real environment, our real environment. We don't darken the environment. We don't fake this or fake that. We don't use calibrated projectors or high-end projectors that are going to produce enhancements on contrast and color. We don't do any of that stuff because we like to show our customers they're going to get exactly what they paid for. Now, the reason why these individuals are doing these demonstrations like this because, as I said before, their screens do not see contrast or color. If they were to use these screens in fully lit environments, they would wash out. Perfect example, go to the website, check out his customer demonstrations. Every single person sits in the dark. The reason why, because he has to sit in the dark. This right here is an apartment unit. An apartment unit within his area. Yes, within his area, all these units all look exactly the same. We even went through his, they all look exactly the same. Some of them are off by a little bit, some are off by a little bit more here and there, but yeah, it's exactly almost nearly the same. This is the actual natural light that pushes through one of these units. As you can see, the lights are not even on. This is in the daytime. This is how bright these units are. When a person in the real estate field is selling a property, renting a property, he needs something that's going to be white and bright, plenty of light pushing through, so that way it's more attractive to the customer. Customer doesn't want to walk in there and see, oh, gee whiz, this place looks like I don't want to be in here. Being in a dark environment makes people depressed. You know what I mean? It's just, it's not a place to sell something that's supposed to, they want to wake up every single day in. You know what I mean? You want something that's going to be bright and vivid, plenty of light pushing through, plenty of windows. That's what people want to see. So that's how they sell these units. All the units all look like this when they're selling. This is a unit that's basically going up for rent. But anyway, so by looking at his demonstrations, you can see they don't match the environment at all, period. And his demonstrations, they're dark. Even when he tries to appear to make them look like they're brighter than what they are still dark. By putting in white lighting at the bottom of the screen, white lights behind the back of the screen to try to make it look like it's brighter than what it is. Opening up a door which has no contact with the screen whatsoever. The windows would have contact with the screen, but the problem there's a big bookcase in the way blocking that. And he brings the blinds down right to where the bookcase is at, blocking any light that may come in and make contact with the screen. We do know you have a big, huge green awning out there at the end of the day, so that does block some of your light. So you're not responsible for that because that came with the building. But we do know that light does transfer through that area and it does brighten it up, but it can't because you have a bookcase sitting there instead. So what they'll do, they'll have objects blocking windows, stuff like that. The door, I don't even know why you keep showing that. Unless the light from the door is going to magically stop and turn and hit the screen, we know that's not happening. Judging by what we see off the ceiling, it's not going that far because on your walkway going to your front door, you have a rooftop area and a walk area where it comes down. We know we schematic your whole freaking section over there, so we know. But anyway, there's a walk area in there. So yeah, that's going to block so much light coming through the door, especially in the time of day. But anyway, still, your video demonstration environments don't match this at all, period. Now, when I moved in here, we used the same lighting in the ceiling every single day. Nothing changes. I don't basically darken the environment. Well, I mean, turn out all the lights over top and then pepper out the environment with these little lights saying, oh, look, it's ambient light rejection. We don't do that. We use the natural lighting in the home all the time, including the max out zone in the basement that generates more light than any place in the house. That's where we test our products. So this is the reason why when we look at your customer demonstrations, all of them sit in the dark and they try to push the camera up as close as they can to the screen to say, look, you can still see it, not displaying the environment because they know the environment is dark. So does Crow's products actually work? No, they do not work. The blacklist could tell you that right from the door, that they don't work. Again, as I said before, this is an individual who was caught in live streams trying to hide evidence on shelf paint. And that's even worse than the black and white mix, because the shelf paint, again, is a product that the customer doesn't have to mix, add no silver to, nothing. Just take it off the shelf, paint it in, and he's done. There are complaints with customers who went into memes and all kinds of stuff. There's a fellow who was upset because the product matched his basement paint downstairs in the basement. He saw no change in it whatsoever. Could have told him that one a mile away, that the house product was going to match house paint. And to his customers right now, who basically, like I said, you can do the test yourself. You can go out and get yourself some Network Gray 773 and do the same demonstration yourself. You don't need Crow to do that. You can do it simply yourself. Now, again, if he sits there and denies this, good gracious, he's going to deny it, because, again, this is a person that will lie right in front of your face and then do it all over again. Okay, so, Jamie, Fernando Gonzalez, Crow1176, which is your channel, you have to understand, you have been scamming people for a very long time, more than 5 years. You have not been able to back up anything on your product. You did the Network Gray 773. We can see how nervous you were in the video, that you clearly knew you messed up. And instead of leaving the video there, what you should have done, even though you already got caught, you know what I mean, might leave it there, you get caught trying to mark it in private to get rid of the video. That's even worse. Now, even worse here is, the entire time you're doing these demonstrations on YouTube, you're showing extra lights in the environment. You're showing LED lights behind the back of the screen, talking about this is my environment at maximum. And that's not your environment at maximum. This would be your environment at maximum. This is the everyday light that pushes to your place, I'm pretty sure, off camera. Now, you wouldn't mind today doing a demonstration, or Monday or Tuesday, I really don't care, of you doing a demonstration exactly like this. But here's the kicker. You're going to do contrast levels only, because you made some statements about your products, and again, versus black products or any form of gunmetal, dark screen. I've never seen you test against black diamond, still waiting for that one. But anyway, you've made statements that are not true. You have told your customers that your product could do the exact same thing, pick up the same contrast levels as a black screen. And with that being said, this is what we are expecting for you to do, which we know you won't do it because you can't back it up. This environment, plenty of light, contrast levels only. That's what you're going to display. We know your colors are going to wash out. There is no way in the world gray screen can ever support that area. Not going to happen. Now, the customer who got us that slideshow was able to show what that screen really looked like. This is the customer who somehow got access to the inside of your apartment and showed off your screen, what it really looks like. Now, if you're saying your product is not this and it's completely different, this is an older video because I can see your walls are white in your other video. Now you had that brick wall behind the back of it. But if that's the case and you can prove it, why not prove it today? Why do a demonstration? Do a demonstration today and that same amount of lighting in that environment and show your product showing a crystal clear image from one end to the next. But not only that, 100% black level, which means you can go and get black paint for that. Black paint will definitely do 100% contrast. It just can't pick up white light. That's all. I'm going to be putting the link of the fellow who shot the videos. Mind you, this is recently too. This is December the 25th of 2021. And that's the fellow right there. You must have really cheated this guy, because he's, again, I told you, Jamie has a very nasty attitude, extremely nasty, nasty attitude. And this is how he treats people. And you could see the hostility, how angry these people were that they put into these memes toward him. He cheated these people. Isn't that your product right there? With the OLED horse? Completely washed out. We know your great products don't pull up contrast levels. I know, because again, the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint can't pull a contrast level to save its soul. It picks up shades of gray. I know that. I used to make that stuff back in the day. I know what that stuff looks like in a fully lit environment. You can go through my Digital One Crystal Screen video. You will never see any demonstrations matching what we have now. Because that stuff is, you can put that stuff in, we couldn't run the tests that we run on our products now. That's how I ended up in dark technology, due to the fact of taking a gunmetal screen and sticking against my screen and seeing, oh shoot, this is not the direction I want to go. I want to go in the direction of the gunmetal technology. But you want to get on there and lie to people and tell them that that house paint works at the end of the day, and it doesn't. So like I said, there's your challenge. Now again, if he continues to do demonstrations and a dark environment, not like what we see here posted in this picture right here, then it clearly shows you again, another person faking more demonstrations online. So Jamie, get it done. You have that demonstration to do. We want to see, I want to see what your screen really looks like in a well-lit environment. Not that dark environment you've been displaying on YouTube. Yeah, you can see this is the customer. This is the first one we saw. Very upset, very angry at this individual. You can see where he painted the screen in himself. This is his paint job. He painted his screen in. And you can see where his screen completely washed out. That's the customer. This is the first video we saw. The guy who did all the videos, this is his own screen right here. You can see he just put the paint job in right now. That's the frog tape. This is where he's upset. And I guarantee you it's somebody in your unit. I want to get it before all the stuff comes up. This is pretty bad. Pretty bad. That screen washed out so badly. That is pretty bad. This is somebody that knows you. Definitely. To get them shots like that. But it did the same thing when we got it over here. It washed out. Doesn't work inside or outside. It washed clean out. So that's what we're hoping. We're not hoping, because we're not going to. The demonstration's not going to be done. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it because he knows the product is not going to work at all. Period. Yeah, this is supposed to be us. Now he's claiming this is supposed to be me. Sure. That's supposed to be me. Crow, yeah, that's me, and all the other ones we found too are all me too, right? Yeah, nobody. That's you. That is definitely that's a customer right there upset with your product. That's what it is. Your product doesn't work. If you claimed your product worked at the end of the day, again, you deleted videos off your account, basically matching the network Gray 773. You haven't been able to complete any of the challenges. You haven't done any demonstrations against our digital and crystal screen paint products. And also, too, you haven't even done any demonstrations on the black and white paint challenge, which are these demonstrations right here that you were supposed to do. This is the black and white paint challenge. This is the challenge Crow was supposed to do on the site to back his products up. He couldn't do it. And on top of that, consider the fact that the multiple cancel orders that we had from you clearly showing you can't back your products up. Any challenges we give you, you can't even back up. Your product doesn't work, man. It's house paint. You know what's going to happen when your product gets down here. We're going to test it. And at that, you still haven't even placed an order through my website to buy any of our products, not alone back up the order that you claim you got from us. So, yeah, it's definitely you, buddy. It's definitely customers upset with the way you've been carrying on and acting up. Your products don't work. You can't even back your own products. So before you go out there and try to make fake claims, what you try to do by saying, oh, that matches our IP address and blah, 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 blah. I'm IT tech, buddy. Don't play around with me. Don't play. You got the wrong person. But let me explain something to you right from now. You can understand this. You deleted your own video back in your product. That's the part you don't understand. You've already admitted that your product is house paint. We don't really have to do much to you at all, period. You did it to yourself. Now, right now, we gave you another challenge. You're going to do your demonstration today or tomorrow in the exact same environment we've seen your apartment in. That's what you're going to do. Can't even find these videos. And getting back to you basically stating that we made, first of all, we give away free gray screen paint products. I can make your products all day long and give them away for free. We made your products 9 years ago. That's nothing. We know what's in your stuff. And you got videos missing off your account. I think really seriously, I think in your head, there's this like brick wall of clay that for some reason, your thoughts don't work at the end of the day. Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, you got caught removing a video off your channel. A video that you used to try to back your products. Do you understand the concept of how big that is? You have just realized and accepted that your product is house paint. That's the part you don't get. That's what you don't understand. You matched house paint. That's it. And then not only did you get caught matching the house paint, but you removed the video. You got rid of it to try to hide the evidence. There's your product right there. You claim does not match house paint. So this person just doesn't get it. He's so thick-headed. You got caught. Now, we're just trying to out you for the rest of the dumb stuff that you do on a regular basis. Like, again, fake environments. That is not your real environment. Your real environment isn't a fully lit. You can't even do. Okay, put it this way. If that's me, at the end of the day, I'm calling you on this one. If that's me at the end of the day, if that's me making those videos as you claim in your videos, you wouldn't mind backing that up, would you? Today. You wouldn't mind going in and doing that fully lit room and doing the exact same thing that was claimed in that video. You wouldn't mind proving that wrong today, would you? I'll check your account, buddy. I will come in here and check your account. Let's see if you can back that up. Be careful about making claims. I tell people about making claims that are going to come back to bite you in the face. So this person basically typed at the bottom that my IP address matches the videos that were sent out. That's supposed to be my account at the end of the day, who made those memes and pictures. So let me get this straight. I got access to your apartment. How would I have gotten access to your apartment? Let me show you some of the dumb stuff that Jamie does. I told you he goes in, he writes, he makes fake accounts and stuff like that. Let's show you this right here. I got to show you this right here. So let me get this straight. How in the world did I get access to your apartment to take those pictures? Again, that's what I said. Let's talk about how dumb this guy is. It's a shame to call people idiots. This is the same person who went in and try to change the title on the Frankenstein and said it's not, but it clearly in the video he says it isn't. Let's go over to some of the dumb stuff that you do that we catch you doing. Oh man, I'll tell you, it's like peeling an onion at the end of the day with this guy. I tell you. All right, so let's look at this real quick. All right. Right here, he says that Johnny 5 is supposed to be your IP address matches the channel again. All right, so this is supposed to be my channel right here. All right, this is my channel. So you explain to me how me living in Philadelphia got all the way over to California and took pictures from inside of your house. Explain to me how the pictures got there. That's what I would love to know. Because again, we don't get your screen paint. We don't have it on the day because you keep canceling orders. But I want to understand this right here, this video right here. This is what I want to understand. How did we get access to your house to get these pictures? How? He can't see. He has no answers to this. So I'm curious. If we are the ones who basically went in, and this is my IP address, my channel, how did I get access to the inside of your house to get those pictures? Because that's your screen, that is your apartment. So how did I get the pictures? How did I get in there? So you mean to tell me I took a plane, flew all the way down to California, walked into your house and snapped pictures of your screen and walked back out, got into a plane and flew back? This is how dumb you are at the end of the day. This is how stupid you are at the end of the day. You don't think when you do stuff, man. You don't. You just write stuff in thinking people are going to believe whatever you write in. I'm pretty sure I know what kind of kid you were coming up. You were that kid that came to school that lied about every single thing. You've done there, you've been that, you have that, you eaten this, you watched this. You were one of those kids. That's what you were. And you figured whatever you say out of your mouth, they're going to believe it because it came from Jamie. You're an idiot. You're definitely an idiot. So let me explain to you how dumb this person is. And I hate to call people stupid, but it is what it is. So he's saying that my IP address matches this channel right here, right? All right. So somehow Mr. Bird was able to walk in, take a plane over to California, walk into his house and get these pictures right here. That's your house, isn't it? That's your apartment, isn't it? So how did I get those? How did I get that? Because again, you wouldn't have posted them. Why would you post a picture like that at the end of the day? If you post a picture like that at the end of the day, that means you're basically slamming your own self. So how else would someone have been able to get those pictures? You didn't post them. How did I get them? How would I have gotten access to your house to get those particular pictures? These are not good pictures for you. These are very bad pictures. These are pictures that are showing your screen completely washing out. So how would I have gotten access to these pictures? Would I have been able to remote control access security cameras in your house and be able to watch you? Did I do that? Is that one of your theories? Did Mr. Bird take a trip to California, go to your residency, walk into your house and take pictures? Is that it right there? Or maybe I got superpowers. Maybe I was able to snap my hand like Thanos and just manipulate time and space and just go right into your house. Or maybe I can become invisible. Maybe I just went completely invisible, or maybe I got teleport, powers where I can just teleport right into your house and take the pictures. How was it done? See, this is why we tell you not to say dumb things out of your mouth. Telling people that, yeah, that's his account. Well, if that's my account, how did I get the pictures? How did I get access to them? You don't think before you say things. That's the problem. And then you realize you make these mistakes. The problem is you can't delete these videos because they're not yours. They belong to your customer. That's what they belong to. But anything to try to point to point it someplace else. So, oh, that's him. That's definitely him. That's so much. Yeah, that's me. That's definitely me. Sure, yeah. I have those powers. Yeah, I can do all that at the end of the day. You're an idiot. My goodness. I've seen some dumb people in my lifetime, but good gracious, man, you really take the cake on that one. You thought by going in and saying something like that would basically help your case. Nobody. It just shows you're even more guiltier. So let's look at this for a minute. That is your screen. That right there is your apartment. So you explained to me on how I was able to get access to get that picture. If it's my account, that means I would have to get those pictures to load to my account. We all know how YouTube works at the end of the day. So how did I get in there? And I'm pretty sure you didn't take these pictures, because if you took these pictures, this doesn't make you look too good. That's not a very good looking screen. That screen is absolutely horrible. So you didn't take the pictures. Your wife take the pictures. Your kids take the pictures. Who took the pictures? But if you're saying that to me, that's my account right there. In order for me to have this account, I have to be able to upload pictures to the account in order for that to work. We all know how YouTube functions. So where did I get the pictures from? So if it's my account, again, where did I get the pictures from? The only way I would have gotten those pictures is I would have access to the inside of your house, which I do not have access to your apartment. Okay, then. There you go. And that's a person, I guarantee it's probably conspiracy theories too on top of that. No, this is not my account at all, people. This is basically a customer who got upset with Crow, got access to his apartment, and showed what his product really is. For him to put that stupid statement at the bottom by saying that, oh yeah, that's my account, check the IP address. Dumb, before you start making accusations like that, understand this. In order for that to be my account, I would have to have access to these pictures right here, which means I would have to have access to the inside of your house. I would have to have been there in California in order to obtain this, to upload this to my account. You are not a very smart person at the end of the day. I swear, I don't like to be rude to people, but I think at the end of the day, when you nod your head, it sounds like a can with 1 penny. You are not smart. You just come up here with these really dumb accusations with nothing to back them up. The same thing, same repeat as the Frankenstein. You want and you put down not. Dumb. Do you understand that anyone watching the video would clearly hear you say in the video that it's ambient light rejection? You clearly said it. But you marked it thinking that, oh, no one's going to know because it's impossible because I'm Jamie, because everybody believes what I say. Nobody. This is the real world. This is called reality, the real world. This is how things really work. That's the problem. Man, I hate to treat people like this, but man, how dumb can you be to make a statement like that? Oh, it's check this IP address. You didn't check jack at the end of the day, dummy. Come here, that's the dumbest statement I've ever heard. The dumbest statement I ever heard. Christians try to be patient, but good gracious, man, you're stupid. My goodness, seriously? You really thought by just putting in at the bottom that this is my account? How did I get access to the pictures to your house? You don't think anything through, do you? At all, period. You are definitely the Wile E. Coyote. You think nothing through at all, period, when you do it. You figure they're going to believe whatever I put up there on camera because I'm Crow. No, buddy, you got to think things through. People out here in the real world actually have brains that function at the end of the day. I hate to go in on somebody like that, but good gracious, how dumb can you be to type something like that at the bottom? This dummy sits there and types in that is supposed to be my account. So how did I get access to your house? How did I get the pictures? Or how did somebody else get the pictures and send them to me? How? Either way, it still shows your screen not working. So you're trying to say that I made all this up, this is all made, so I duplicated your apartment? Spent the money, where would you have duplicated your apartment at? We rented out a studio, we basically duplicated your exact same apartment, and then we took the pictures and loaded up on the account, that's what you're saying? Oh my goodness, boy, I'm telling you, you got to be a conspiracy theorist. You just sound like one. Let's keep on. And he's going into the videos to try to badmouth them, to try to make it seem like, no, buddy, this is you. These are your angry customers who are upset. Deal with it. Now, let's get back to that challenge. You have to do this. This is what we want to see. Now, like you said before, we already know it's not my account. People common sense know that already. You're just dumb at the end of the day to come up with something that's stupid to begin with. But again, if that is not your screen in that demonstration, and then that's not your product, you wouldn't mind doing a demonstration in this environment right here, right? You wouldn't mind lighting up your environment, get that bookcase out of the way, move the bookcase, move it someplace else. Take those blinds, pull them all the way up. I want to see plenty of light pushing through. That's around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We can fire up at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. 12 o'clock in the afternoon, have all that light pushing in, and then hit that screen and see what happens. If I'm basically not telling the truth, if that's supposed to be my account, you should be to back that up. If you can't back that up, and we will check your account tomorrow, which shouldn't take long for you to do that demonstration, to move the bookcase and all. If that's not in there and you just have a bunch of insults in there like you usually do, and you always have a bunch of insults in there, it just clearly shows you it is what it is, buddy. And I guess this one right here too, let me see. Hold on for a minute. Oops, sorry about that, people. Let's move that to the side. Yeah, I told you, your units, they all look the same. That's your unit, buddy. And let me explain something to you. When you run your mouth like that, you just get yourself extra challenges. Now, you claim this is supposed to be us. Again, virtually impossible. I'm not going to spend the money to duplicate your apartment. No, that's a waste of my time. Second, I would have to have access to your apartment, and I don't have access to that at all, period. So, yeah, that's a lie right there. And you wouldn't have taken that picture because that's a very, very bad picture. That's something you would not want to take credit for, and you're definitely not trying to take credit for it at all, period. So again, this is a real account right here at the end of the day. Crow just tries to come in and try to steer people in different directions, but people have common sense. They know to add up 1 + 1 versus 2 and all that other good stuff. You, at the other hand, don't know. I'm going to leave that one alone. That's too easy. But anyway, as I said before, yeah, buddy, this is a customer that you ticked off and got those pictures. That's what your product look like at the end of the day. Now, like I said, if I'm wrong and you say that I'm wrong and this is not true, you wouldn't mind doing that demonstration today, would you? Right? You wouldn't mind, right? You wouldn't mind going in and moving that green bookcase out of the way and opening up that door, take those black blinds and pull them all the way up to the top, move everything out of the window, 12 o'clock noon, and hit that screen with some real light. Lighten that apartment. I want to see what that apartment looks like when the cameras are off. And I want you to pull a 100% contrast level on that screen without it washing out. You wouldn't mind, would you? And he's not going to do it. And I'll tell you why he's not going to do it. Because when he did the demonstration with the Network Gray 773, his screen washed out along with the gray screen paint along with it. That's another reason why he had to remove that video. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, while you're doing that demonstration too, you wouldn't mind adding in some Network Gray 773. So get some black paint and get some Network Gray 773. In that demonstration, you have to pull a contrast level equal to the black screen, as you claim your product can do, and you have to do a demonstration next to Network Gray 773 to show your product doesn't match it again. Are you willing to do that? Nope, we ain't willing to do that at all, period. We could do that downstairs at 1,000 lumens in a max up room easily. Matter of fact, I'll match you. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do 1,000 lumens. You could use your 3,000 lumen ultra short though. We don't care. That's nothing to us. I'll go back 14 feet. Matter of fact, 15 feet at 1,000 lumens on my jet black screen downstairs. And I'll do that black paint versus Network Gray versus my technology. And I bet you can't match me. But I want to see your environment well lit tomorrow. Well lit. I don't want to see no lights in the background or lights behind the background. It should be so much light hitting that screen that all that light cancels out just like that. And get rid of that bookcase too. Move that bookcase into the kitchen or dining room or somewhere, but get it out of the way because it shouldn't be there. and take those curtains and push them all the way up. Those blinds, bring them all the way up with plenty of light pushing through. 12 o'clock noon. Now keep in mind, my max out zone downstairs is much brighter than what you have right here. Much, much brighter. Let's go back. Where's that picture at we had over here? Here we go. There we go. Much brighter. Much, much brighter. All right then. Like I said, this is why he has to be careful about opening his mouth all the time, because I will challenge him at the end of the day. I got no problem with challenges. So there you go. I'm going downstairs with a 1,000 lumen Pico projector. I'm going to be back around 15 feet from the screen. You're going to be on an ultra short though laser 4K projector right on top of your screen, and you're going to light that environment up. You see how these windows look over here, Crow? This is how I want your screen. I don't want to see any green bookcases, nothing. Clear it all out. Take those blinds, push them all the way up. This is how well lit this environment is, and the blinds are not even pulled up. This is what I want to see. But I want to see the blinds pulled up. And I want to see 12 noon. Oh, I forgot he does work too. I forgot about that. I have a company, but he does work. All right. We'll give you Saturday. Next Saturday. I'm going to do mine tomorrow anyway, because we like to have fun. Why not? I'm not going to wait till Saturday and miss out on that kind of fun. Oh, heck no. I'll do mine all week for fun. But you will do yours on Saturday, because I keep forgetting 12 noon. You're working. Okay, so 12 noon you'll do it. Saturday, next Saturday. Till then, tomorrow we're going to do it for fun. Man, I had nerve to write that dumb nonsense down and talking about that's Kenny's IP address. You stupid idiot. Not that smart. Yeah, I took a plane and okay, the theories. Let's go with the theories here. How Mr. Bird got access to pictures inside of Crow's apartment, or Jamie's apartment. Number one, I have magical powers. I was able to transport myself from here into his apartment and get the pictures. Number two, I'm Thanos. Snap my fingers, boom! I was in there able to manipulate time and space. Number four, number three, I got on an airplane, got tickets, flew down there, took the bus or transit or whatever to his apartment, walked into his house without even knowing, and took the pictures from there. Did I mention I got visible powers? Did I mention that one yet already? Not telekinesis, transport. I can transport, teleport, Thanos, magical powers, transportation through airport. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Wow. Unbelievable. Da, 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 da. this thing about myself to that. Back it up. Back it up. Can't back up jack. Man, you can't back up anything. Give you a 250-inch screen challenge. Don't do that. Give you a 150-inch screen challenge. Don't do that. Give you a 1-year swap out 720p challenge. Don't do that. Give you a challenge against a digital and crystal screen paint. Don't do that. Man, you don't do anything. You're boring. Come back your products up. Got nothing for me. No challenge, nothing. Up in the dark and some fake demonstrations. The environment's alive. The whole freaking environment, all your demonstrations you do, nothing but a lie. Dark and demonstration. That's what your apartment really look like. Oh, that's sad. God is good. And then you gotta notice. Sit there and say, oh, that's my IP address. Yeah, that's right. I got on the plane. I flew all the way to California and walked into your apartment and took those pictures. You're an idiot. Man, that's the people do dumb stuff, I swear. Yeah, I walked into your apartment. Yeah. Took those pictures. Yep. Man. Can't get orders on you because you cancel your orders. That's what I did. Oh no, I forgot I got magical powers. Well, I do got Thanos glove upstairs. Maybe I snapped my fingers and it popped in there. So you didn't post those pictures. Where'd they come from? So again, the only way that'd be mine, my account? Where'd I get the pictures from? You know how YouTube works. You gotta have stuff to upload onto your channel, right? So where do you get the pictures from? Pay somebody to do it? Pay somebody to go into your house to get them, right? All right, just wondering. That's dumb, bro. I swear, guys. does not give me any choice whatsoever. Let me tell you something, Jamie, the difference between me and you. I don't talk trash. I back up everything that I do. Everything. I have to. That's the way I'm designed. I basically don't like to talk about things unless I can back them up. Even though I gave you Saturday, and you have Saturday to do that challenge, I'm doing mine now. Because I'm just not, I'm not that type of person. If I say something, it has to be done. You know, like going to court and cleaning your clock. So, I told you before, you can't back your stuff up. At all, period. What challenge could you possibly give me that Sure Paint can do? You can't. I made your products, I can make them anywhere I want, we give them away for free. You don't have nothing at all. Your products don't work. And you can't back it up. There's my 1000 lumen projector right there. And there's my product sitting against black paint and the Network Gray 773. Why is this an easy test for me to do? Because we've done these before. It's called tests. This is what it's called when you actually test your products out. It's called a test. You don't test your products out. That's why they don't work. That's why they fail. That's why they end up matching house paint and all this other nonsense at the end of the day, because you don't test your stuff. There you go. Blue screen. But for me to do this test, nothing. Because we do this all the time. Just like when he came up with that idea talking about, well, I'm going to test this product against the Network Gray 773, and that's going to be a big shocker. Where is that a big shocker? Where would that be a big shocker of you testing our products on Network Gray, which you don't even have to begin with? And again, it's still waiting for receipts, which we haven't got yet. But where would that be a shocker? We test our products on Network Gray, certifies, black paint, whatever. You don't do any of these demonstrations at all. Purple screen. There we go. So here we are showing off our black technology, not only producing a better color than the black house paint, but also overpowering the Network Gray 773. This is a demonstration that you will be doing on Saturday. But you will be doing this in a fully lit environment. We're in a maxed out zone, but I'm at 1,000 lumens at 14 feet away from my screen. You're not supposed to be down here, are you? Get up them stairs. Now, I can see you, hokey pokey. You're not allowed downstairs in my shop. You know it's better than that. But as I said before, you got it a little bit easier. You get to use your 3,000 lumen ultra short throw. I got 5,000s in here. I got 4,000, 52, 65s in here. We're not using any of those. We're using a portable 1,000 lumen projector in all this light. And my screen can still maintain better color than that black surface over there and better color than that gray surface over there. This is a demonstration you will be doing on Saturday. You will show your contrast levels because you've made the claim. We don't make claims that our products pull higher white levels. We don't do that. We have common sense at the end of the day. But you make these claims that your product basically pulls a black level equal to a black screen. Then you wouldn't mind taking some black house paint and doing a contrast demonstration, would you? And let's see if your product matches the gray paint again. As a matter of fact, how about you make a couple of the digital one crystal screen? I'm making things too hard for him. This is going to be too much for him. It's going to be too hard. We got to back it down because we'll scare him. Can't add the digital ones in there because that'll scare him. That's a product we give away for free. He doesn't want to be associated with that. That's too much for him. White screen. Now, as you can see, we pick up our tone. See that tone that we pick up? It's a certain color that it has to be picked up. The screen here is picking too high of a white level. And this one can't see white light. That's why they can't see color. Red screen. Ta-da! This is the reason why we explain to people that when we have people come into a room and they go, oh, but the white levels, we're going to buy a white screen. If you're worried about the white levels, go buy a white screen. But if I buy a white screen, I can't see the contrast, I can't see the color. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. There you go. Biggest mistake certifiers make. They put that reflective surface. The white levels are way too freaking high. And that's a 1,000 lumen projector. Look at that. It's my 1,000 lumens right there. See how much easier we make it for Jamie? We make it very easy for him. Very easy. You get to use your 3,000 lumen up kissing the screen short throw projector at your 100 inches. My screen's 129 inches, 1610. This is a customized screen I built. My projector is 1,000 lumens, 600 by 800, 720p SVGA. It's not 1,000 lumens by the time it makes contact with the screen. It's far less than that. Now, you have an advantage point. We gave you can use your powerful projector. And I guarantee you still won't do the demonstration because you can't back it off. Let's take lights out. See what happens. Oh, it doesn't work with the light set either. Now the reason why I know this demonstration like the back of my hand, because all our screens were tested on this level. The reason why he can't do the demonstrations is because he doesn't test his products. That's why his products will match any form of gray paint you throw at it. Blue screen. Now even though you have until Saturday to get your test done, us on the other hand are going to do it now because why not? Why not have some fun? To me, this is fun. To you, it's a nightmare. Skyworth food demonstration. Let's try that one again. Skyworth food demonstration. Remember I told you about the perfect balance of white light? If the white levels are too high, your colors wash out. If they're too dark, then your colors can't produce. Perfect example. Even though the screen pulls a high white level, it can't see color because there's no contrast. And even though the screen that's black, house paint, can pull a contrast level, it can't see white light. Our technology can do both at the same time. Lights on or off, even at 1,000 lumens at 15 feet back. See how I can come out here, Jamie, and explain all your flaws and why your product doesn't work, give you a challenge, and then do the challenge right there on the spot, and give you a week to get yours together. That's the difference between me and you. Now, you got that environment demonstration to do. I suggest you hop to it. Because you can do it today. As a matter of fact, you know what? You can do it today. It's early. Get it done today. That's what you do. Get it done today. My entire life. Oh yeah, this is IP address. No, see, again, not a very intelligent person. I don't like to call people idiots, and I really don't. I don't enjoy calling people idiots, but what other way can you explain it? I just sat there and said, when I first shut off the video, I said on camera, and I can go back and show it, I said that it's virtually impossible for me to have that channel, because that means I would have to have access to the inside of your house. Whoever got those pictures had access to the inside of your house. So, if that is my account, where did I get the pictures to load on my account for the account? Where did they come from? You don't think when you do stuff. And the reason why he doesn't think, because he really believes that whatever he writes down, people are going to believe, they're going to gobble it up. That comes from stealing money from people for so long. That's what it comes from. It comes from stealing from people. That your confidence level has gotten to that point where you feel that you can trick anybody at the end of the day. Well, you don't trick me or anybody else, or I am, because we can see through that nonsense. So you going in and writing that in there, or having somebody in there writing it there for you, thinking that's going to persuade people to think that, oh yeah, that's his account, he got that, blah, 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 blah. Dum-dum, did you not realize that the pictures on the account show the inside of your apartment? So how would I have gotten access to that? How would I have gotten access to those pictures? I can see if it was something like this, right? That's easy. But we're talking about your screen is sitting on a wall washed out. How would I have gotten access to that particular picture? How? We know you didn't post it. Why would you post a picture like that to begin with, showing your screen so washed out you can barely see it? So whoever got access to that picture was able to get into your house and get that picture while your room or your environment was well lit like this, to show what your screen really looked like off camera. So this was one of your friends, somebody in your apartment unit you did wrong, something, maybe a family member, I don't know. Somebody got those pictures out. But to sit there and try to say that that's my account, well, if that's my account, then I would have access to your apartment. You're not a very smart person at the end of the day. I don't have to call you stupid. You pretty much prove that to everybody every time you do something dumb. Like, again, repeating the same dumb nonsense you do, you keep doing it. The whole Frankenstein thing, perfect example. You have a video 5 years ago, clearly saying that it is. At 143 in the video, you say that it is. But you're dumb enough to go into your YouTube channel, go to the title, go into editing, and put down not. And left the video that way. So people are going to go in and look at it and go, because he said not, and even though he said in 143 that it is, it's not. And if you sit there and say, well, I changed it, it's not ambient light projection anymore, then why are you charging more money for something that you downgraded? That's even worse. You're not smart at all, period. Well, we know that already. This is coming from an individual who thought 36 ounces went into 32, and that basically if you spent $40 for 2 quarts, that it equaled up to $80 for a gallon. The same individual who got on camera and sat there and said that his landlord paid him $300 to paint a bathroom. I've seen the bathrooms in these units. They're not big. They're not big at all. There's barely any drywall in there. Majority, most bathrooms you're going to walk into are going to have very little drywall. It's going to be mostly all tile in there. That's what you're going to be dealing with. The more luxury versions have more tile and more marble than you can ever imagine. But most bathrooms are not going to have a lot of paint, a lot of areas to paint in there. A court, that's all you're going to need to go to a bathroom. Unless you have something that looks like a bedroom at the end of the day. But still, it's going to be a lot of tile in there. So there's no way in the world he paid you $300 for that nonsense. That's bullcrap. The other lie you told on camera, which we know you had to have a line, 8 apartment units in 2 hours? No. No. Not even with a paint sprayer. Not going to happen. That was definitely the biggest lie I've heard right there. So let me get you straight. You're a landlord, a businessman. Who's had those units probably for quite some time. Who's had those units painted over and over and over again. Because every time somebody moves out of an apartment, they put a fresh paint job in there. Every single time. He probably has his painters on retainers, which means he probably has somebody either works for his company or a part of the company or something. He has somebody there to do it. Mostly smart people would do is they would basically bring somebody on board, like maintenance does that at the end of the day. So yeah, maintenance went in there and did that, not you at the end of the day. Now, again, they can give you permission to paint your environment the way you want to. Yeah, that they can do. They can do that. But to say that he went in and had maintenance go in there and prep that entire environment. Prepping means getting ready to paint. And then basically said, okay, guys, hold off. I'm not going to let you guys do this. Even though you work for us and you're licensed and bonded, we're going to have our attendant come in and paint the rest of this. And he's going to do 8 units in 2 hours. Another lie. We found a fellow on YouTube, which is a professional painter, has his own apartments, do-it-yourself, all-around Renaissance dude. And he was in there bragging, and he had the right to brag that he blasted that room in an hour. And that was quite good. That was extremely good with that paint sprayer. An hour. And you're talking about 8 apartment units? It's let them live right on camera. Including lying about the color of the paint and this, that, and the other, just to go in and just delete your video. Because you know in the video you were 100% wrong, your product matched, and we were 100% right. And you proved me by being right by removing the video and getting caught doing it. You lie about everything. Oh man, we give you one freaking challenge and you turn around and I told you this is why this guy is exhausting. We give him one challenge and it turns into another thing. Him writing at the bottom, oh, that's his IP address. You're not that smart at the end of the day. Really? I'm surprised you can survive this long. I really am. I'm shocked. You got those people at the end of the day, you see at the workplace going, oh my goodness. That's you. I couldn't imagine what you must be like in real life around everyday people. You must tell some stories at the end of the day. I told you were poking at Pinocchio, you could pierce the sun. You lie right there on camera. And then try to cover up your lies. You are the perfect politician. You are. You're a perfect politician. Perfect politician. You should get in the office. No, we don't need that. We got enough crap going on as it is. We don't need more. We don't need you in there. My goodness. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, interesting. Yeah, real interesting. This guy is something else. He's interesting. Boy, unbelievable. But tomorrow morning, I'm planning to go to France. I'm going to get my Thanos glove from upstairs and snap over there. Maybe I might teleport. I haven't decided yet. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll get the red cape out, take off and fly from there to there. You know what I mean? Good gracious. I think what he does is he literally at nighttime comes up with these ingenious ideas. And he thinks that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I got a perfect idea. That's definitely going to work. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Jamie, look. I'm done. Okay? We're going to, I already did mine downstairs for fun. Kicks and giggles. Do my 1,000. If I sat there and told you I'm going to do 1,000 on the projector, why would I wait till next week when I got the equipment downstairs? Might as well do it now and knock it out and get it out of the way and have a little fun while I'm doing it, right? So mine's done already. You have until Saturday or today because you work on Monday through Friday. So you can go do that demonstration. Now the reason why we've requested him to do that demonstration because again this is what the units look like. You're going to paint this unit right here and 8 of these units. You're going to paint 8 of these freaking units right here in 2 hours. You lost your mind today. You have. Good gracious, that's one magical freaking paint sprayer at the end of the day. You're going to paint 8 of these units. I'm talking about 2 hours. What planet are you living on? Anyway. So this is what his environment should look like. Besides the dark environment with the white lights behind the back of the screen, all that fake smoke and mirror nonsense. That's what you're doing in your demonstration. So we want to see this demonstration right here, fully lit environment. We want to see the contrast levels. Yes, we don't want to see that dumb contrast. I want starfield demonstrations and that goldfish moving back and forth, a black background. We definitely want that. We want you to put that against black paint because you made the statement that your product could pull the same contrast as a black screen. So can't get no blacker than that. And also too, I know you got some of that network Gray 773 laying around. You wouldn't mind laying that against your screen to see which one basically does better in a fully lit environment or they both match. Because I had mine downstairs too. I had network Gray 773 and I had black paint. Right. The difference between me and you is I don't in my demonstrations ever say that our black screens are going to pull the same white level as a white screen because that's not going to happen. That's impossible. So, yeah, let's see if we can back it up. Now, like I said, you already claimed that That's supposed to be my magical account. Somehow I got access to the inside of your house. I don't know. And with that being said, since that's your theory you're going with, no matter how dumb that sounds, you wouldn't mind backing up that the video demonstration that was posted is completely fake, and you're going to be able to show a screen crystal clear. I'm not talking about that faded, washed up nonsense. I'm talking about looking like an actual TV. And we need you to put the network Gray 773 because, again, you can't match it at all in any way whatsoever. The black paint on the other side, you're going to have to be able to show your demonstration matching that black surface and all that light. So people, this is what we're going to be looking for. See that environment? See how bright that is? These are the units, the apartment units. This is how much light they have. This is what we want. This is what we want to see. This is one of the things I talk about the most when we're talking about people who fake ambient light demonstrations, how they got a projector sitting in the dark, how they're trying to sell you something that's not real at the end of the day. We want to see what that screen paint looks like in a real well-lit environment, not those dark environments that you have. If your environment is that bright, you wouldn't be able to use those white lights. They'd be canceled out. That's what's going to happen to your screen on Saturday. You know it too. So he knows what his screen looks like when the cameras are off. This is what we want to see. And Jamie, keep in mind, I don't have to make videos like this. I never have. If I did these videos, we'd have tons of these videos on you. But I don't have to make videos like this. We have a blacklist. We have you doing dumb stuff on a daily basis, like you just got caught a few minutes ago doing some other dumb stuff. So we don't have to do this at all. I don't do this kind of stuff. If I basically want to prove that you can't back your products, I just buy your product and have you give me back my money. That's all I got to do. I got like 18 over there now. We're going to make it 20 if you want. But if I really want to basically show you off, I just go buy your stuff. Get it down here, test it, won't work, matches house paint and everything else we throw against it. And at the end of the day, we can basically show that you can't back your products by committing fraud. We got videos on there of you basically falsifying and going in and manipulating your website and losing PayPal claims and returning money back to our account. We don't have to do anything. You do it to yourself. Deleting videos off your account, changing the title to videos, all kinds of stuff, man. We don't have to do that. All right, well, let's see if he can basically go in and basically back it up. If not, we'll come in on Saturday. I'll give you Saturday. We won't give you Sunday. We'll give you Saturday. Saturday to get it done. We'll come and check your account. If you don't have it there at all, period, and you have a bunch of insults, if you ranting and carrying as you usually do, and you haven't backed it up, then it is what it is. That means every time he shows you a demonstration, customers, and you're doing business with him, realize that that's where you're going to be at, sitting in the dark. Okay, well, that's pretty much it with us right there. Gotta go. Thank you all. He's sitting in